Roger, Mudfossil University, today with a desperate request for translation. It appears to be Middle Eastern script. I have no idea what the actual language is and what is written, but this is the word right here. That's the one that interests me most, and this also looks like it's something that relates to this. Now, I want to know what this says because this, I believe, has a huge impact on the dragon in the desert. I've been finding out that all the ancient texts describe this situation, and even the ancient maps have it too. I've seen a bunch of them that show dragons and snakes and things like that in this area. And of course, the dragon's here. We'll look at it real quick, and it runs all the way over to here. That's where the fluty tail is. Now, tails of the dragons had spikes and forks on them and all that business. And of course, this is the dragon. I have so many videos on this, and it's still not being even considered. And it is a dragon, and this is his dragon neck, and it goes down through all this dragon scales, and it talks about exactly what the story is here. And I even found where the injectors are that squirt the stuff that he squirted out of the fish over. I mean, it's a bizarre story, but there's a cut across his neck right here. He bled out right here in the desert. It's a dead, dying, decaying, decomposing creature in the desert. That's all I can tell you. And it is decaying all of its stuff. Now, what about this map that I'm talking about? Well, that map comes over to about here. Alright, so it cuts off right about here somewhere. Now, what do you see this side? You see the tail of the dragon, and then you see the spiked flutes at the end of the tail. And you say, well, how could that tail go that far? Well, here's how it goes that far. Here's right here. It's still over here running the dragon tail here, and that is what's called transition metal runoff from blood. It's the products of blood, and it's decaying just like it was back in the other thing. Get a coroner, they'll know exactly what this is. Now, as you come out here, you see these flutes. Excuse me. These are the flutes that they're showing, and all these scruffy looking scales and things, and runs all the way out here. This is all the same thing. This is all the guy's tail, this dragon's tail, all the way over to here. Now, so let's go see the map from 1519. Don't forget now, it starts right about here somewhere and moves over this way. And it is very, very detailed. Morning, it's Roger, Mudfossil University, with a request from our Islamic friends. Someone out there that knows, I guess this is Arabic, I'm not sure. I really have no clue, to be honest with you. The thing I can see, though, is demonica. Demonic. And this was sent to me this morning by Steklo Vocals, who is a Mudfossil contributor, as all Mudfossil people that are subscribers to the Mudfossil channel contribute. Everybody contributes. So we find out things that nobody would ever know. Who's ever going to see this? It's a map from 1519, and he found this. Sends it, or he, she, whoever it is. I don't know these people, and we don't really have face-to-face communications or any of that sort of stuff. But they just report what they see based on the things that they see me present. Usually, that's how it works. And then they also send things and say, "Well, take a look at this." Well, most of the time, I got to be honest with you, I'm really slammed, so. And I'm not answering a lot of things that I should be, but I'm doing the best I can. Anyway, let's go back to this. What does this mean? Can somebody translate that for me? Because that is on this map. And this map, I believe this is the dragon. And it runs through Western Africa. And of course up here is Italy and so forth. They're showing things not really, obviously not to scale correctly appears. Now, but they got some serious detail in this map. Now this goes back to 1519. And I've been starting to study a lot of maps because people are sending them to me, and I hadn't really thought about maps that much. But boy, you go back to them and they really loaded them with everything. And they made all the connections between the people and what they did and where they lived and the cities' names, and and then they draw the pictures of the people, and they're doing things with camels, and it's just it's amazing, absolutely amazing how detailed these things are. You could study this thing for a week, but sending me this. I think that's the dragon. That's what I'm seeing. You know, it stretches out. That's the dragon's tail. I don't know what to say. That's what these people sending things. I'm looking at them, and you know, what do you think? But if I know what that said, I could be a little closer to knowing what demonica means.